I do it all for the girls and the gays, okay?
First question, heart wants what it wants. Congrats on the single. I'm loving the throwback new disco 70s vibe of the song, the video, all of it. Today, what does BB's heart want?
What BB's heart wants, what I want right now is to go into my bed, cuddle my dog, order a pizza, have a glass of wine, and watch, I don't know, The Last of Us.
The video is fabulous. The fashion, the aesthetic, just all of it. And how was it working with Michael Houseman as director? And can we expect more 70s throwback looks for this era?
So I shot the video with Michael Houseman, who also did Take a Bow by Madonna. And he is such an incredible filmmaker. And it was so fun shooting the video with him and, you know, working on this 70s aesthetic. And yeah, I am definitely going to be doing more music videos in this era, in this world, for sure.
And I love the sound too. I was taking a look at the writing credits. Obviously, you're a co-write because we all know you co-write your music, but you also worked with hitmaker Bonnie McKee, who's written so many pop classics, among other names. What was it like working with her? And can you tell us a little bit about what the song's lyrics represent to you?
Working with Bonnie was awesome. She is a powerful, strong woman, an incredible writer and artist. And just getting to work with her on Heart Wants What It Wants was a really awesome experience, just because she's done so many iconic songs. The song is about following your heart, and you know, you can lie to yourself all you want, but when it comes to love, you can't lie about, you know in your heart whether a relationship is right or not right for you. The heart wants what it wants till it doesn't.
What are some of the signs that you look for in your personal experience for when that relationship isn't what you thought it might be? What are some of those red flags, as the internet likes to call them?
I feel like you have to follow your gut. I mean, some red flags are very like in your face, and we sometimes, I don't know why we do this, but sometimes we ignore them. But I feel like you have to follow your gut when it comes to red flags. You know when something's not right.
You began your career, at least in the mainstream market, writing for artists like Rihanna, et cetera. And, you continue to write your music today. When you're writing, is there a specific process that you go through if you're writing for somebody else versus yourself? Or is that not even in your mind when you're writing the song and then it kind of gets its life of its own?
When I write songs, I honestly just try to write the best song that I could for that day. And I'm always just writing about something I'm going through or a friend is going through. And I don't even worry about whether the song is for me or for somebody else. I'm just always just trying to do the best art that I can. And then I feel like the song finds its home afterwards, whether it's me or for somebody else.
A song that you wrote and ended up singing on, Me, Myself, and I with G-Eazy. That's kind of one of my favorites. Britney sang that song at the 2016 VMAs. What was your reaction when you saw that?
Honestly, I had no idea that Britney Spears and G-Eazy were going to perform Me, Myself, and I. I had no idea whatsoever. So I was not prepared for it. But then when it happened, I was like, oh my God, Britney Spears is singing a song. It was definitely a very exciting moment. It was an honor.
I can imagine. Bebe, you're kind of a legend on gay Twitter. I'm sure you know, but in case you didn't, you are. That clip of you kicking the perverts off your live chat, we quote that, me and my crew, probably every single day. I can show you the receipts. Are you aware of how much the gays love you?
Are you kidding me? I say I do it all for the girls and the gays, okay? I'm flattered, and I'm such a big fan of just loving yourself. And I want to support the gay community as much as I can, just because I feel like they support me so much, and I said it once already and I'll say it again. You do it for the girls and the gays.
I can't put it better myself. One thing that I, as a fan, have always admired about you is your honesty and your transparency. You recently posted a TikTok video, or a TikTok clip, I should say, in reference to a clip that you responded to. Somebody was saying, people may know your music, but maybe not your name as much. I guess my question is, with us living in this age of, streaming and singles and TikTok sound bites, do you feel that the state of the music industry plays a part in that narrative?
Wait, hold on. it's a good question, but it's just so many. Okay, wait, what's the actual
So
question?
many music industry is different now, right? With streaming and singles and
Yes,
TikTok
yeah.
versus, do you feel that that plays a part in that narrative in reference to that TikTok video?
The music business is in a different place than it was 20, 30 years ago. A lot of times, now that everything is based off of streaming, the music leads first. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess it is different. It has changed.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. Whereas maybe 20 years ago, you would be more focused on image, whereas now it does focus a little bit more on the actual song, right?
Like back in the days, you also had MTV, which was constantly playing music videos. And that was something we all watched all the time. And we were able to put a face to the music. And in a sense, it's also kind of like cool that more people know my music than know me, because that means that they're actually like the songs, and I started as a songwriter. So for me, the songwriting is like the most important process. And yeah, I want to be known for my songwriting.
Absolutely. And I can guarantee that you are. Speaking of, TikTok and things blowing up like that, I personally love the story behind the surprise success of I'm Good Blue. And can you tell us a little bit about how that came about? And were you surprised when the song blew up after having recorded it all those years ago?
Yeah. So, I mean, we wrote and recorded I'm Good 5 years ago. And when we did it, it was just, the Eiffel song, the blue song, Eiffel 65. It was just a remake of the beat. And we were in the studio and we were just singing along. We're like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. What can we put next? Baby, I'ma have the best. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. And we were just like kind of like going around in a circle. It came so easily. We were just joking around. And then we thought nothing of it. We were like, oh, that was a fun day at the studio. Like, we went back to, we went home and nobody thought anything of it. And then David plays it at a festival. Somebody puts it on YouTube. And then 5 years later, somebody takes the audio from YouTube, the music part, and posts it on TikTok. And that goes viral. Like, what? Like, what that shows me, what I've learned from this experience is that sometimes you don't have control at all. And sometimes the best things are the unexpected.
And at the end of the day, a great song is a great song. And if it's meant to be heard, it will. And
if it's meant to be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
Oh my God, I had to stop myself from doing harmonies with you because I cannot sing. Well, speaking of having the best effing night of my life, or of your life, you're going on the best effing night of my life tour. What can the bad bees and the Rexhars expect from the show?
I haven't been on tour in 6 years. I've opened up for other artists like the Jonas Brothers. That was so fun. We had the best time ever. But now it's time for me to go on tour and to perform all of my songs, new, old, the songs that people may know. And I want to just take everybody on this journey, and I want to have a fun night. And that's what it's all about.
Are there any songs from your discography, whether it's from the new album or previous albums, that you're excited to perform? And on the flip side, are there any songs that you have to perform, but you're maybe like, I might have to change it up a little bit? Because every artist has those.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely perform I'm Good. That's like one I definitely have to perform. I'll perform Meant to Be, Me, Myself, and I, Hey Mama, probably I'm a Mess. And then I'll sprinkle in some new songs that I'm really excited about. Like, oh man, I have a song called Seasons that I have Dolly Parton on, but it's such a beautiful song. Obviously, I won't be performing it with Dolly, just to make that clear, on tour. It'll just be me. But that's a really beautiful song that I love, and it's about change. So I'm excited to perform that.
Well, as a fan, I'm going to request Empty from the Better Mistakes record, because that was my song when that came out.
Ooh, that tells me a lot about you.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.